Well, good morning everyone, and here's a bit of a change of scenery. I'm down on my local Sussex beach here, down at Shoreham. The reason for that is I hear that there's one or two plaice being caught. One or two, you know, a lot of people are blanking. Some people are fishing the whole day for like one plaice, two plaice at best, so I'm not that hopeful. But yesterday the winds dropped down. The sea was still a little bit coloured. I had a look yesterday when I went and bought some bait. I could only get hold of some ragworm, no lugworm available, so I'm using ragworms today. As I say, the sea was a little bit coloured, out to about 150, 200 yards out. But yesterday was calm all day, and today it's very light winds. Then it's going to whip up again tomorrow, so there's a little window of opportunity, I reckon. It's only 2 hours after low tide at the moment, so I'm going to fish the tide right the way up and right the way back down. Probably do 5 or 6 hours. High tide's at 2 o'clock. It's 20 to 10 now. So by the time I get the rods out, it'll be 10 o'clock. So 4 hours up and 2 hours down, I reckon I'll do. One or two people fishing along there on the beach, but not busy at all. Glorious day. Blue sky, what more could you want apart from one or two plaice? So we'll give it a go. Right, so just about to cast out, bang on 10 o'clock now. Both the rods are rigged up, one with a multiplier, the other one with a fixed ball, but I've got similar rigs. Just got my running lead there, rolling lead at the moment. In case the tide starts pulling, I'll put on some gripper leads, and I've just got a 2-hook flowing trace there, blinged up with the old beads and ragworm. Right, 2 rods are cast out now, and we're just hoping for a bite or two. Little update for you. Midday now, so I've been fishing for 2 hours. Moved up the beach a bit because the tide's coming up. Bit of a easterly breeze has sprung up now coming across, so put a little bit of a ripple on the water. Probably hear a bit of wind noise on the microphone. Nothing. I haven't even had a bite. Done a couple of recasts and pulling the worms back in. You know, the worms are still on there, so they're not even being chewed up by crabs or certainly not fish. So very slow so far, but we're still 2 hours off of high tide, so we've got a few hours left yet, but it's not looking good so far. But I'll keep going. Finally just got a bite after about 2.5 hours fishing. The old rod tip's just gone like that a few times. Just gonna have a little wind down and see if there's anything there. Oh no. Three little taps in the end, and there's nothing there. Finally! My target species for the day. And what a beautiful fish that is. Look at those orange spots. That's the plaice that I've been after. It's only taken me 2 3/4 hours to catch one. But I've heard that they've been really tricky to catch and there's not many around, so I'm pleased with this. Target achieved. I think I've got one on here. Hook up. One of them was a really good fish too. 2 fish. Wow. How about that then? Double header. Brilliant. Right, so both of them are going back. Flounder. Small plaice. Well, it's just after 1 o'clock now. So we've got an hour until high tide, and you know, I've just started getting a few fish. So I had that nice plaice, then I had a double hit of flounder, nice size flounder on the top hook, and a smaller plaice on the bottom hook, and the tide's just started really pulling now, so my rolling leads are just getting pulled down to the right. So I've swapped them over for the breakaways now, gripper legs, so I can grip onto the bottom. But you know, I've experienced this many a time before, you know, no bites, no bites, no bites. Then as soon as the tide starts pulling, we start getting a bit of action. And that's exactly what's happened today. I mean, I came down here knowing it was going to be tough going, and I thought if I got a couple of fish, I'd be happy with that. Well, you know, I had nothing, and then suddenly I've had 3 fish in sort of a quarter of an hour, 20 minutes. As I say, we've got another hour to high tide. It's only a 5.5 today, I think, so it's not going to come up as far as it did yesterday. The tides are falling away. But the sea's pretty clear, you know, and I'm hopeful we'll have another couple of fish before I go. I think I might have one here. Well, this greedy thing, it's taken both the hooks. The 2 hook rig here, and it's taken both of them. Greedy thing. Both the hooks are in its mouth. So he's obviously come along, taken one worm, swam along a bit, taken the other worm. Well, it's another beautifully marked plaice, and it's my 4th of the day now, so it's going quite well. Getting into them now. He's a reasonably small one. He can go back. But Plaice number 5. He's going back. There's something different. I haven't caught one of these for years. In fact, I've only ever caught about 1 or 2 in the whole of my life. This is a gilt-head bream. Similar to the black bream, but slightly different. It's got that black spot by its gill cover there, and a slightly different shaped head. So I think this is a gilt-head bream. I saw that bite, that was really pulling over, that one was. I thought it might have been a bass or something, but it's another beautiful place. Not a bad one, this one. That's a sizeable for sure. And as you can see, the tide's well on the ebb now. We're about an hour and a half after high tide, so we're still biting though. Last cast. Right, well it's about 4:15 now, so that's 2 hours after high tide. Tide's well on its way down now. One more bonus place, but generally it's been quiet for the last couple of hours. So all that action that I had was within about an hour, just around high tide, you know, an hour before high tide, leading up to high tide. That's when I had all of those fish. So, you know, it was a slow start, then a quick flurry, then it's petted off again. But, you know, I caught a lot more than I was expecting. I would have been happy with one place, really, you know. But I've had seven today, so quite happy with that. A good result. Thoroughly enjoyed getting back on the shingle again, especially down this stretch. You know, this is my local patch down at Shoreham, near where I live, and it always brings back memories whenever I fish down here. It's just along there, there's the harbour arms where I spent many a happy hour in my childhood when I was a schoolboy with all my schoolmates. You know, we used to get up early in the morning and go up the river and dig ragworm, and then go down and fish on the harbour arm, and I used to have great fun down there. I've got so many happy memories of those early days, and you know, here we are 50 years later, over 50 years later, and I'm still doing it. So it looks like I found my place, if you'll pardon the pun, in the world of fishing. Not sure what I'm going to be doing next week. Probably go down one of the ponds, either over to New Haven that way or over to Chichester that way, and might even come down the beach again. You know, enjoyed it so much today, but either way, I'll be seeing you next time. Cheers.